Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
My name is Barry Belle. I was born and raised here in Pungoteague. I left the Eastern Shore, Virginia, actually for the first time back in 1979. After graduating from Central High School, I went to college. And after college, I came back around here. I became a pastor in 1986, after preaching my initial sermon in 1984. So then the Lord paved the way for me to pastor a church here on the Eastern Shore. And then he called me. I feel that I was divinely called to pastor a church in Cambridge, Maryland. So I left for Cambridge in 1991. And it was there in Maryland that I spent several years of my life. And I'm still partially in Cambridge now. But upon coming back and forth to visit my parents, I always had a love for the Pungoteague Store. So I used to stop by and ask the owner to please let me know if you ever decide to sell that store. I want to come back and build up my town, because it was the Eastern Shore, Virginia that made me the man that I am with God's help. I remember growing up here. This store here, when I was a kid, was Bob Dowdy's. Across the street was Roland Waterfield. To the left of me, where we're sitting now, was J.B. Linger's. And I can remember coming to Pungoteague every weekend with my mother and father, as they would actually grocery shop from the three stores. And I can remember very clearly that Mr. J.B. was their primary store. But Roland Waterfield and Bob Dowdy were very competitive. So it was just a thriving town, and people would be sitting out on the benches of each store. And that's what made me feel like I wanted to revive Pungoteague. That's what caused me to even pay as much money as I did for the post office when that came available, because I wanted to somehow have the leverage to be able to live out the vision that I have for this town. It hasn't come easy. It takes support. It really takes a community to build a village. But I feel like that opportunity is going to lend itself in the future. I'm just the one that's called upon to get it started. But I love the people here in Pungoteague. We've gotten past all of the regulations that were required to get the deli open. So we're open officially today, December 20th, 2025. And I'm just excited. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention this young lady here as being someone that God has just set my way. And she's working with me side by side. She brings a lot of experience in the food industry. And she just has that energy to make this deli the best thing going. So I'm excited. I'm excited about us becoming partners, because that's who she is to me right now. She's my partner. And it's not just right now. She's going to be around.
My name is Deborah Heath, and I was originally born in New York, and I am now in Virginia. I live in Pungoteague. And I am the owner of Gifted Visions and helping Mr. Barry with the Pungoteague Store and the deli. My passion is I love cooking. I love to see people eat and enjoy what they're eating. I love people. I love customer service. What I'm bringing to the deli is my experience. Also, he's allowed me to put my gift baskets in here. So I do gift baskets, and the name of that shop is Gifted Vision. So that was something that was given to me by God as well. And so that's what I'm bringing. First, you need to just let go and let God. And you just need to know and trust in God. And then don't let anybody stop your dreams. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to fall back. But you got to keep persevering. You got to keep doing what God had for you to do. And I do want to give a shout out to the people that do work here that help make this dream come true, like his nephew, Trey, his cousin, brother / John, and to the two people that we hired, which one is my cousin, Peanut, and then to Miss Connie. So we couldn't do it without them. So I want to shout out to them. But just keep holding on, and dreams do come true.
What got me here is the fact that I have tried very hard to be still and let God. A lot of people don't understand that, but I'm a true believer in that. And it would take me all day, more than 3 minutes, to really hit every point on that. But my life has been full of ups and downs. But everything that God has given me a vision of doing, I mean, it just comes to pass. As I mentioned earlier, that I left here and went to college. I went to college for 3 full years and dropped out because I became a party animal in college. But I saw myself being a college graduate. So 11 years later, I went back to college. I acquired my bachelor's degree in special education. I became a school teacher. I graduated from UMES with my bachelor's degree. Graduated with honors. After 11 years prior, couldn't go back to school my 4th year because I was on academic probation because I had 2 full semesters that I did nothing. But that vision that God had given me and that I would be who I became, I just couldn't let it go. And then I went to Salisbury University and got my master's degree in public school administration. And after getting my public school administration degree, I became a school administrator. So every vision that I've ever had came to pass. So why couldn't I fulfill the vision of being the owner of the Pungoteague Store and reviving this town for the people? It's not for me, it's for the glory of God. And that's my goal, to make this store the best store in Pungoteague.
For Shore Perspectives and WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.